everybody else to say, and it don't matter what they say because you heard it from the horse's mouth. So you can't change that narrative. You see what I'm saying? So, a bigger fighter is not supposed to get credit for beating a smaller guy. That's why it's celebrated bigger when a smaller guy goes up and beat a bigger guy. It don't work that way. You know what I mean? Unless the smaller guys that's way more skilled than the bigger guy. But if a skilled bigger guy is fighting a skilled smaller guy that moves up, normally that skilled bigger guy wins the fight. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The only way a smaller guy is going to win a fight if he's getting in there with a guy that's not skilled. That's just like when Roy Jones went up. He didn't fight the top light heavyweight to become champion or whatever. You see what I'm saying? He would have fought one of the other guys. It would have been probably a different different
outcome
decision. Yeah, outcome. So so no, he don't get no credit for it. But if Bud beats him, yes, Bud gets credit.
100% credit.
It don't help.
Wow, Canelo don't get credit. That is a joke.
It's not a joke.
You got a super middleweight fighting a welterweight. Crush just told you not to mention.
Hold on. Let me say this real quick. Let me say that you guys can go back if you guys don't agree, because I'm sure you guys agree. So he beat Jermell Charlo, who really my favorite fighter, went in and cleaned out 154. Cleaned it out. Swept up everything, washed all the dishes, cleaned the wall, even hit the baseboards. Beats him. Beats Jaime Munguia. Beats the white guy. What's that white guy? John Ryder. Beats Jaime Munguia. And then he beats Berlanga. And now you're talking about him going up and beating Bud Crawford? This got to be one of the most legendary five runs.
That's the problem. That's the problem right there, BBO. He ain't going up. Bud Crawford is going up.
Yeah.
You talking about now he going up to beat Bud Crawford? No, Bud Crawford is going up to fight him. He ain't going nowhere.
Not to mention the layoff free. The layoff too free.
You want to give the credit to the favorite. No, the credit don't go to the favorite. That's why they call the favorite. They supposed to win. The credit goes to the underdog. Now, I could see if they was already in the same weight class and these was two guys that fought at 68 and they was facing them. Now you can give them credit for beating Bud Crawford. But you can't give them credit for fighting a guy that's moving up 3 weight classes to fight him. You can't give them credit for that.
I can't do it. I can't.
So if that's the case, everybody that moves up 3 weight classes, you got to give the credit to the guy that beat him. No, you don't. You don't get a credit to him. The same way you wouldn't give Tank credit for beating Monster anyway. The same way you wouldn't give Shakur credit for beating Monster anyway. It's the same thing. You're not giving him no credit.
That bro's at 122, man. That's different, man. But
it's the same thing.
Weight is moving up weight classes. Is moving up weight classes. Bro.
Actually, it's better for Monster anyway because he's only moving up 13 pounds. It's better for Monster anyway. He's moving up 13. So you got a guy moving up less weight that you ain't giving him no credit. You talking about that's different. Yeah, he's moving up less weight, so you ain't giving him no credit, but you want to give credit to a guy who's fighting somebody who's moving up more weight. Nah, that doesn't make sense, dog.
Yeah, 0 sense. And I my biggest thing is
hold on 1 second. CDK, what you got for us, man?
Shout out CDK. Man. For 1 second, I'm on lunch break. I just wanted to say this right quick. Everything y'all was saying about Bud not taking no fight, I'm real. Nobody wants to say it. Bud doesn't want to take a fight at 150 because those fights are too dangerous, and he don't want to mess up the bag.
Right.
That's what I think. I think it's gonna hurt him more than it's gonna help him. He needs some kind of tune-up fight. You know what I'm saying? But he's not willing to take a chance, and I think it's just him who wants to Bud looking at the light, and I'll be another silly him.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's nasty work, bro. 13 months. That you schooled me with that, CDK. I didn't know it was that long. I thought it was like 9 months, 10 months. I didn't know it was 13 months. And then you want to, and I think he kind of setting Bud up, man. Like Canelo ain't
fighting a long time,
man. Listen what I'm saying though, BBO. Terrence Crawford. Canelo Alvarez is not sneaking in the fight, but getting another fight in. But that's the key component for me. is that Terrence Crawford is not, and like CDK just told you, he doesn't want to risk taking a fight at 60 or 68 or a bum at 68 and go out there and look bad and mess up the bag. He gonna let it ride. And I don't think that's wise. I would like to see him at least do a catch weight, do 63 or 60, do something. Just get a fight
But if
in. Beat
he,
up, go beat up Avanesian again. I don't care what you do. Just be active. So when
but
you
if
do
he,
meet Canelo, then y'all both have had a fight in. Feel me?
He
but
don't
if
got a
he do
chance.
that, he risks messing up the money prize, right?
I
Because if
know,
he go
but
in
that's why I
there
said fight
and he
a
if he
light
go in
touch.
there and he looks subpar against a dude Canelo would put hands and feet on, I mean, I just don't think there'd be that type of interest for the
But don't you
fight.
want take an easy one? I won't be
No,
mad
no,
at
no,
him
no. The only way he's messing up the bag is if he goes out there and lose. I don't
and
think Bud
lose.
Crawford. I don't think Bud Crawford fighting somebody at 54, or if he go fight a regular old Joe, I don't think Bud Crawford lose to those guys. I think, like I said, the only way he will mess up the bag is if he goes out there and lose, because the money is already set in stone. They already got what they're fighting
Yeah,
for, and
I didn't say the
they
money
fight.
would be. I said the interest for the fight. I'm talking
It
about
doesn't
us
matter.
as
It doesn't
fans.
matter if
Who
the
cares
interest is
about the
there.
interest? That's
It
irrelevant.
doesn't matter if the interest is there
No,
because
because people.
hold on,
Well,
hold
no,
up,
no,
hold
no.
up,
I'm
hold
not
up,
saying it's
Marky, hold up,
irrelevant when
Marky,
it comes to the money,
hold
but
up,
I'm talking
Marky,
about.
hold up, Marky, hold
I
up,
just started talking. Goddamn.
because you
I
cut
didn't
me
even
off.
touch.
What I'm
Yeah,
saying
damn.
is it doesn't matter if the interest is there, because the fight is already set in stone. They're not getting any money back on the back end. This is a turkey fight. They don't get no money on the back end. He's paying them up front, and all the back end money is going to Turkey. So it doesn't matter how many pay-per-views they sell. Turkey is the one that's getting that money anyway. Their money is already set. They're getting a flat fee, whatever it is. If it's 150, whatever it is, I don't know what the numbers is, but whatever it is, they're getting a flat fee. That back end money is going to Turkey. So it doesn't matter what the interest is. The people
Yeah,
want to watch the fight anyway. It's Bud and versus Canelo. They're going to watch the fight.
yeah.
Like I said, the only way he messes up the bag is if he goes out there and lose.
And
Now
lose. Yeah,
Yeah,
Canelo like, man, he already lost. What I need to fight him for?
yeah.
you're right. No, you're right. Now I think okay, they wouldn't mess up the bag. I'm just meaning. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't care to see the fight anyway. But if Bud were to go out there and lose, or he would go out there against an Edgar Berlanga and just look subpar, I mean, I just wouldn't care anyway. Because it's like you said, the fight would still happen. Because this is something Turkey want to see. So
Yeah,
I mean, I
this
don't
a
know.
in their living room
I mean,
type
but
fight.
to be honest,
I don't think it's gonna benefit Bud either way if he had a little fight in between.
no, I mean, to
I
be
think
honest,
either way he gets put to sleep.
the only reason why Canelo is getting this William Skull fight is so they can put the Bud Crawford on for undisputed, because that's the only reason why he's fighting William Skull, is to get the IBF belt back. So the fight between him and Bud Crawford is for undisputed. So if Bud does win, he will be the first person in history to become 3-division undisputed champion in the full belt era. So this is the only reason why he's fighting William Skull. If Canelo had already had that IBF belt, they probably will be fighting in May instead of fighting in September.
Yeah, I mean, no matter how it goes, we lost the great George Foreman. We did a number of shows on it, but I want to play the reaction from the greatest promoter that ever lived. He gave a great farewell to him. I want to play that before we get started.
I've just received the word that my dear friend, George Foreman, the Iron Man, the heavyweight champion of the world, has passed. The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. George Foreman was a wonderful man, a great human being who was imaginative and initiative, and he believed in himself. So what he, coming from the underprivileged, the downtrodden, the poor and denied, made his dream come true by working dedicatedly and relentlessly toward pursuing that dream to bring it into a living reality. And so he's an inspiration to all the youth that's come behind him and the generations to come, that you can be what you want to be if you have faith in God and you work at what you're trying to be as just as though it's happening, and it will happen for you. So I'm just happy that I was a part of the dream, and that George has left his house here on earth and moved to his house in heaven. While his body we will mourn here on earth. I want to celebrate George's life in spirit, which lives on. So, George Foreman, keep a light on in the window. I'll be there. See you soon. But I love you, man, and I love what you represent, the love of the people. And the people are the most important. God bless you. God bless you being here on earth. And your spirit continue to be a guideline to the future for the children that come behind you with the inspiration, the motivation, the initiative to believe and have faith that they can make it happen and take that faith with God. Thank you so much, George, for being George. Thank you. God bless you.
What you got on this Hot Rod? We ain't said that yet. What you got on this for us, Hot Rod?
Shit, I'm trying to figure out, Marky. Damn, why you don't care about the fight? This is what these niggas this is what back in the day was about, moving up in weight classes and taking the challenge. Why you don't care about the fight?
Because I feel like I already know what's gonna happen. And I think it's just a cash grab. On top of the fact, I heard Bud say out his own mouth that moving up to fight Canelo was ridiculous because of the weight. So I just look at this as a cash grab. I'm not mad at him. When you look at Bud's talent and what he gave to the sport, I mean, he should have made $50 million a long time ago. So I'm not mad at it. I just don't care to see it. Like, I just don't care to see Canelo get another win when he could be fighting Benavidez or Morrell or one of them dudes. That's all.
I think Benavidez is overrated,
sure.
man.
Yeah, well,
hey,
that's crazy.
That
you know
could
what?
be true.
I'll
That
say
could
this,
be
bro.
true,
That's
Riley,
crazy.
but he won't
I
fight
would
him.
say
So we'll
he
never
keeps
know.
getting better. Though.
Benavidez
He
fought.
keeps getting better.
Yeah, he does. And he fought everybody we asked him to so far.
That's facts.
Everybody, Morrell,
Every time I
man. He beat Morrell up, man. Get out of
Nah,
here.
that's fact. And
Bro,
I said Morrell would embarrass him.
PBC
Prove me
stable.
wrong.
Them motherfuckers will hype a fighter up.
hey,
Be
hot
garbage.
rod. I'm not all
Oh, my
that cussing,
fault.
bro. You know that, man. Not all that
They'll hype
cussing,
a
man.
fighter up, and the dude would be garbage. That PBC stable, man. Them dudes over there are trash, man.
No, the fans
They will
hyped up
hype
David
a
Morrell.
fighter up, and they be sorry, bro.
The
Sorry.
fans hyped up
I
David
don't even
Morrell.
think David Morrell gave a bad account of it like that. To me, that was a toe-to-toe
No, he
war.
didn't
It's
have a
just
bad performance, Marky. He didn't.
Benavidez had more than him.
That was a
But I'm saying
good
though, the
fight, Marky,
fans
man.
wanted the fans. PBC didn't throw Morrell to Benavidez. The fans, we threw him. We
Oh,
backed him
facts.
up. We backed Morrell up. Say, well, go ahead. And David ran. I didn't say he ran. I said David did business. And when the time was right, he said, "Let's go ahead and beat this young boy up real quick," and that's
Yeah.
what he did. So
And
what more do we want?
it's not like it was a bad fight where we sitting there like, oh, you see Morelli, why they put this kid in it? Nah, that was very entertaining. I wasn't mad that I paid $85 for that at all.
It was all worth it.
So yeah, and like Pride said, that wasn't a fight that they were pushing towards us, and we didn't want that shit. Like this Bud Crawford and Canelo.
Watch your
Hey,
That
cussing.
wasn't
Mark,
a
Watch your
what are you
cussing.
doing?
my bad. I
Y'all got to
apologize.
do better,
That
bro.
wasn't a fight that they were trying to push towards us and we didn't want. This was a fight that the fans were asking
Yeah.
for. So you know what I'm saying? We got to give
And
them
and
dudes their
David
credit.
Benavidez being the A side mark, he gave us the fight,
Facts.
bro.
Facts. He
Mark.
didn't have to
I
fight
don't know what
nobody.
else. And I hear you, Hot Rod. Maybe you don't like him, and that's cool. You got your own. You a boxing fan. You got your own opinion. I just disagree with you respectfully, but I feel like David Benavidez will fight anybody and win, lose, or draw. I'm tuning in because I don't care if he
Yeah.
go out there and lose a fight or two, but he gonna come to fight. He gonna make it exciting. So that's all I
Yeah.
care about. And
And
I as a fan, I'll pay what Marky said, the $85.
I mean, the thing about David Benavidez, I mean, whether he's overrated or not, nobody has stepped up to the plate to prove it because he's
yep.
wanted to fight Canelo for a while. Canelo won't step up to the plate. I mean, everybody that
Canelo's
he
not the
wanted
end
to
all be
fight.
all. Canelo's not the end all
No,
be all, man.
I'm not saying he is, but I mean, who else at the weight class that he was fighting that
Dude could
he
have fought
didn't
Colin
fight?
Smith. Dude could have fought Better Beef. Dude could
He
have
could
fought
have fought
Bivol.
Christian
He
Bealey.
don't want none of them smoke, bro.
No,
He don't
he
want that
just
smoke.
He just got the light heavyweight.
75.
He only had 2 fights at light
Free, I
heavyweight.
don't know if you know, but Benavidez ducked better be, bro. They told him you
He
move
did.
up
He
move
did.
up to 175, you will be mandated to fight that man. This was before the
I
undisputed
know
match
I
happened.
know I know all that. I know all that. But he's
Nah, bro.
there now.
PBC
He's
fighters
there
be
now.
overrated, man. They be overrated.
He's there now. He's trying
I
to
think they
fight
use.
those guys now.
I'm sorry, Free. I think they use overrated. I think that word gets thrown out there too loosely.
Like Boots Ennis, overrated. Hasn't fought nobody. Trying to fight somebody now. We gonna see what you got now, boy. We gonna see what you got now.
Yeah,
Man, but who is
the only way you can say a person is overrated is if he go out there and he lose to a guy that you don't expect him to lose to.
Yeah,
that's the only way you can say he's overrated. If he
No,
doesn't
no,
lose
it don't
to
matter
anybody,
about winning or losing. It's about your skill set. Some of these dudes be overrated. Devin Haney,
okay.
overrated.
But what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
if it's not about winning or losing, and you fight everybody that we want you to fight, and you win all of those, you can't say he's overrated.
Who is Boots Ennis fault that you wanted to see him fight?
I'm talking about anybody. I'm not just talking about Boots Ennis. I'm talking about anybody. Anybody. You can't say a fighter is overrated if he goes out there and fight everybody you want him to fight and he win. You can't say it's not about winning or losing, because that's what we're watching. We're watching to see who's the best. So if he goes out there and fight everybody you want him to fight and he wins all of those fights, you can't say he's overrated.
Yeah, exactly.
Only one person has done that. That's two people, Better Beef and Inoue. Everybody else,
Well,
ain't done
right
that.
now, Benavidez is in position
said
to
who?
fight Bilal.
Wait, hold on, Marky. Go ahead, Free. My fault.
No, you said Butterbeef and who?
And Inoue. Those are only two fighters.
No,
done
he didn't fight everybody he was supposed to fight.
That's crazy.
Yes, he did. He moved
he
straight
did.
up, beat
Yes, he
Yes,
boy
he did.
to death.
And he about to fight MJ.
Who
he missed?
He fighting MJ in
Hold
August.
up. Hold up.
Shut up.
I'm talking about earlier in his career. Inoue didn't fight those tough guys that was at his weight class at 118. He let those guys beat themselves, and he took the top of them, and he stepped away. He didn't fight. I forgot it's 4 guys that was in his weight class that they wanted Inoue to fight. Inoue fought.
Chocolatito and all them.
Yeah, those is a few guys. It's a few guys. It's like 4 guys. It's like 4 guys. The only guy.
Hold on, Mark. Let him talk. Mark, let him talk.
No, BVO just made it.
Marky, be quiet. Let me finish saying what I'm saying. Then
let him get it out, and then you talk, Mark.
Okay,
let him out. Let him get it out.
There's 4 guys that was at 118 the same time that Monster Inoue was there. Monster Inoue had 1 belt. Those other 4 guys was fighting each other. Monster Inoue was fighting lower ranked fighters, and he fought Nonito Donaire. That was the only guy he fought. Once those guys moved out of the weight class and they was over and done with, that's when Monster Inoue moved up and started fighting for the title. He wasn't fighting all of those guys. He wasn't. You can go back and look at the top guys when Monster Inoue became a title holder. When he first became a title holder, look at the guys that was in front of him. Monster Inoue did not fight those guys. So he didn't fight all
I don't think
guys.
he wanted to leave Japan, though. That's the thing. He didn't want to leave Japan.
That's another thing.
I don't really know how that could be said, because
BVO,
was in the
that's a
tournament.
BS excuse.
He was
BVO.
in the Super 6. So I don't even know how that would work.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter if he left Japan.
That wasn't no Super 6.
Those guys.
No, he did fight in Super 6.
I'm saying, but come on, we calling it a Super 6. That
Free. I can't disagree, because for whatever reason he didn't fight him. So I don't have no rebut. You're right. He didn't fight.
No, he really didn't.
Free
Free is right. He didn't fight those older guys.
Name them. That's my thing. Because when you
Bring it
said
down,
Chocolatito, I could hold on. Let me say this. When BVO or somebody said Chocolatito, I can bring up the article that proves that Inoue side made an offer to Chocolatito and he didn't want to take it. I
didn't want to go from Mexico to Japan.
My thing is just name the fighter.
I didn't say Chocolatito. I'm about to pull up the names. I'm gonna pull them up. Hold on 1 second.
I don't think that Chocolatito probably wanted to leave, travel from Mexico to Japan. That's crazy.
No,
because like one of the brothers
fought on his undercard in the US.
I get it, but
you talking about back when he fought in Vegas? Hold on, you talking about when he fought in Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he was on that undercard, but he didn't want to fight those older guys though, Mark. That is
But
true.
but free, even if you correct, that still holds. Better Beef is the only fighter that has fought
Mhm.
everyone you've asked. Crawford ain't fought everybody. Crawford ain't fought everybody, and that's my favorite fighter. He ain't fight Keith Thurman. He ain't fight Danny Garcia. It's some fighters he still
That
ain't
wasn't his
fought. He ain't
fault.
fought Charlo.
Danny Garcia ran
I
from
can, I
him,
can
man.
keep
That
going.
wasn't
I
his
can
Whether
keep
fault.
going. The point is, Arthur Betterbeef is the only fighter in boxing that has fought everybody that you wanted him to see him fight.
yeah,
Nobody
no,
else you can say that
that's a
about.
fact. That's a fact. I'm
Yeah,
not, I'm
that's a
not, I'm not,
fact.
I'm not debating that at all. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. I mean, outside of the guys that you can't get in the ring, if like I said, he's been trying to get Canelo. Canelo don't want to fight him, so he said, "Okay, you don't want to fight me. I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna fight these guys up at the bigger weight class because I done everything it was for me to do at 68. This guy's not giving me an opportunity to become undisputed, so I'm gonna move up and fight these guys, the bigger weight class. So he's up there. We see what he does when he's up there, but I can't knock the man because he didn't fight Canelo because Canelo didn't want to get in the ring with him. He fought everybody else. He wanted the Jamal Charlo fight. Jamal didn't move up to fight him. He wanted, and he said he'll move down to Jamal. They didn't make the fight. So he wasn't the A side. Jamal Charlo was the A side at the time. He said, I'll move down to 160 and fight him. Jamal didn't want the fight, so he went on about his business. He fought all the other guys at 68, and Canelo won't give him the fight. He said, okay, I'm going to go to 75. So he's at 75 now. We'll see what he does when he up there. But I'm not going to knock the man because of one fight here, one fight there that guys didn't want to get in the ring with him. He, like I said, the guys that I wanted to see him get in the ring with, he got in the ring with him. He fought him. He beat him. So I can't say he's overrated until I see him fight somebody and I see a dude just walk straight through him and that I don't believe can beat him. Then I can say, you know what, it might be a little overrated. It might be a little overrated. If he get in there with somebody like I don't know.
Give me Colin Smith. Give me Anthony Yard. Give me something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's trying to fight.
Christian Mbeele, yeah, Christian Mbeele, somebody.
He's still some Christian Mbeele's at a lower weight class. Christian Mbeele's at a lower weight class. He's about to fight.
No, I'm talking when he was at 68.
Christian Mbeele Christian Mbeele wasn't even in the talk at that time. He wasn't even a title contender at that time. So that was.
Oh, you're right. He was a prospect. My bad. You're right.
Yeah, he wasn't even in the talk. But he's about to fight Bivol. They trying to get that fight done. After that, I want to see who else he fights at 75. But I'm not going to knock on him because he just had a fight with a fighter that everybody wanted to see him fight. He fought him. He beat him. Now he's trying to go fight Bivol. He said, I'm going to fight the winner. Whoever the winner is, that's who I'm fighting. So he's about to fight Bivol now. So
I think they're trying to strip Bivol of his. I think they're trying to strip Bivol of his WBC.
I don't know what they're trying to do, but I mean,
you know what I will say though. Let me say this though. It just lets you know how, and I gotta call it out. David Benavidez is a coward because he wants to strip Bivol, but he never ever put the pressure on the WBC to strip Canelo. So it's just joke, man. He's
not trying to strip Bivol.
Wanted that fight.
What are you talking about?
He's not trying to strip
Bivol.
No, Suleiman is trying to strip Bivol.
Are you gonna let me talk, or you're gonna talk over me? What I'm saying is this: Samson came out and hold on, free. Samson came out and said, "Hey, if they don't give us the fight, there's not going to be a third fight for Undisputed. We're going to take that WBC belt and make it vacant." What I'm saying is, how come they want to play hardball with Bivol, but they never did that to Canelo? That's my only thing. Go ahead.
No, the first thing is they're trying to make the fight with Bivol. He's not trying to strip Bivol. The WBC wants it to be a third fight for Undisputed because right now those guys are 1-1. That's what the WBC, they want it to be a third fight because they both 1-1. Now you saying why he didn't do it with Canelo? We know why he didn't do it with Canelo because Mauricio Suleiman ain't going to do that to Canelo. The only person that ever stripped Canelo was the IBF. Nobody has ever stripped Canelo but the IBF. They're not doing that to Canelo. So you asking why they wouldn't do it with Canelo? Because the WBC ain't gonna do it. That man's been number one for 3 years. They should have been made him the mandatory.
I think the WBC. I think that you're a little inaccurate from what I read. I'll have to go back and find it. I don't got my other device in front of me, but what it seems like is happening is that the WBC doesn't want the rematch with Artur Beterbiev. They want Bivol Benavidez next. And if
Yeah.
if Dimitri Bivol runs back to that third fight, he's not going to have the WBC belt. That's not like 100% facts, but that's what I've been hearing.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it's not David Benavidez. That's the WBC.
Right? Yeah, it's Suleiman that's
David
going to strip him.
David
They
Benavidez.
don't want the. He doesn't want the rematch
See,
with Archer.
in order for it to be David Benavidez and his team, David Benavidez will have to be the mandatory. He's not deemed as the mandatory. They didn't mandate the Bivol fight. They said
They did.
want the fight.
They did
When they-
mandate it. They just mandated it.
They don't come to agreement. It's going to purse bid. They did.
Yeah.
When they
It's going to be a
mandate.
first bid on Wednesday.
Oh, well,
Say it again?
then, I mean, if they put a purse bill on Wednesday, then he got to fight him or he's going to lose the belt because the WBC mandated it. But it's not on.
But that's
David
what I'm saying.
Benavidez.
See, why did he pull that with Canelo?
That's
But he's
not
going to do it to
David
Bivol.
Benavidez. That's the WBC. You putting it on the fighter. The fighter doesn't have the say so of what the sanctioning body does. The sanctioning body does that. The fighter does not mandate a fight. The sanctioning body does. So you ask Mauricio why he didn't do that for David Benavidez. You asked him why he didn't
petition.
Benavidez.
They didn't petition to put the pressure on Canelo.
No, they did. They did.
Oh, they did.
They petitioned for 3 years. They did. They wouldn't do it.
It's weird, man. Boxing, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Boxing is so cricket sometimes, man.
It's like the Wild Wild West, dog, for real.
Canelo said he didn't want to fight David Benavidez, so they didn't push for it. He petitioned for it for 3 years.
I don't even care about that fight no more. Free. I'd rather see the if me as a boxing fan, I'd rather see the Bivol rematch for Undisputed because that kind of messed
I don't
up.
want to see that ever again.
But wait, I know BVO, but wait, let me finish. It's messed up, and I don't want to see it either. I don't want to see it either. I'd rather see Bivol go ahead and fight Benavidez next. But Arthur gave him a shot to fight for the WBC. I don't think Dimitri Bivol ever held a WBC. I might be wrong, but I don't think that he did. And he went and beat Arthur Beterbiev, and Arthur gave him the shot too. You know, Arthur was the A side pretty much, right? I would say Arthur was the A side in that, and he gave him a shot and he beat him. And then he gave you a rematch, and you're gonna steal the belts and run the Benavidez. The WBC don't want to deal with Turkey and all that, so they want to run take the belt from Bivol if he goes back to that Beterbiev fight because they want Benavidez with the belt now.
Man, F Turkey, man. I don't know why everybody want to kiss Turkey's butt, man.
I'm not kissing his.
Turkey can go to hell.
I know you're right, but I'm just saying the WBC. You see what they did when he didn't want when Turkey and Canelo had to ask that man, can he see the WBC belt, and he said no, we doing my belt. You know what I mean? And I ain't never seen nobody shut Canelo down like that before, but Turkey shut him down. Like, no, that belt, you can't hold that belt. No. So now the WBC wants to say, okay, well, we're gonna take
reaching, bro.
No, man, I'm not reaching, bro. I'm dead serious, bro. You better go look at the facts. And then now the WBC's pissed off because they're at a war with Turkey, and they're saying, all right, well, you know what? If he don't come and fight our guy, which has been the Benavidez, that's been the mandatory, like Free said, for I don't know how many years, then we stripping Dimitri Bivol so he can run back for that fight, but it won't be for Undisputed. And I think that's kind of whack. That's all I'm saying.
Mauricio could play tick for tack. He may win the battle, but he won't win the war. He could do tick for tack all he want with Turkey. You may win the battle, but you're not gonna win the war, homie.
You know the sad thing about Mauricio, he's been so crooked for so long that you can't even defend him. Facts. I mean, he's just been crooked, man. He's just been crooked. Now his father wasn't crooked. His father worked with people like Don King, but he's just crooked, man. That's all I can say.
He's a mess, man. He's a mess, BVO.
It started with his daddy, BVO.
His dad wasn't crooked, man. Don't say that. He worked with Don King.
His dad wasn't. What do you mean? His dad was basically working for Don King part time.
Well, he was helping Don King. Don't say he's working for him. You creating a narrative, man.
You got a shot at the heavyweight title unless you went through Don King.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
That's called corruption. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah, never mind.
That's called business. See, that's the thing. They don't know BVO, man. They don't know.
Man,
we ain't gonna do that again. We ain't gonna do that again, are we?
We heard Brother Weatherspoon come in here and say,
"Don't be mad when Turkey do it. Don't be mad when Turkey says throws all them belts away and come with his own belt." Don't be mad when he do it.
I'm a boxing fan. I just want to see fights. I don't care about the politics too much. I just
Hey,
talk about it because I'm part of my brother BVO. So
I got you,
But
brother.
I'm gonna say this: we got my man Doug Rice. So I don't know what happened with my man Julio Sanchez. I hit him up later. I'm sure something happened, but we'll talk to him. But we'll be back. I know we got YSM on Thursday. So keep a lookout for Sports Talk Network. D Free doing some NFL stuff tomorrow. I
yeah.
believe what time you doing the NFL stuff, Free?
At 6.
All right.
So Free gonna be doing NFL stuff. He's doing a whole show about the Browns.
Hey, where you
So
talking?
salute the
Where you talking football at?
Pretty sure he's not, but
D
carry
D
on.
at D Free Sports Talk.
Oh, I'm about to follow.
I'll send you the link. I'll
It's
send you
open
the
panel.
link.
Say that again.
It's open panel.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's open panel. Yeah, it's open panel.
I bet football's my sport.
Yeah, you can cuss over there. You just can't cuss over here. D Free over there cussing, man.
Yeah, D Free. Shout out D Free.
The whole family, man. That Puerto Rican be over there cussing, boy. Hey, if you don't know this, freaking cuss. I heard Free on something. I was like, I know that boy can cuss like that. Boy, freaking cuss, man. On that note, shout out to my man JG, man. Shout out to the Mighty Sports Talk
go
Network.
real quick before we go. He didn't fight Roman Gonzalez. He didn't fight Carlos. I can't pronounce that nigga last name. And Juan Estrada.
Oh yeah.
He didn't fight none of those guys.
I'd like to see him fight Juan Estrada. Estrada's
number
tough.
one, I got the article that proves the offer was made to that nigga Chocolatito. He didn't want to fight.
Yeah, that's Chocolatito.
I give you now Quadras and Estrada. I just didn't think they didn't pursue those fights. You want to say he ducked it?
And he didn't fight. He didn't fight Rigondeaux neither. And Rigondeaux had a title at the time that he had a title. He didn't fight Rigondeaux.
Yeah. At 118.
Yeah, 118.
Yeah. Rigondeaux had a title. He didn't fight Rigondeaux.
He did not fight.
Remember, Rigondeaux had WBO. He had WBO.
We moved up.
Oh no! Man, I'm sorry. The title was vacant. Rigondeaux was number 1 in the. I forgot what weight.
Come on, Frilio. Come on now.
Rigondeaux. The title was vacant, but Rigondeaux was right there to fight. He didn't fight Rigondeaux. Why wouldn't you fight Rigondeaux?
Because he just came off that terrible performance with
Don't make no excuses, dog. Don't make no excuses. Don't make no excuses.
What you mean? You saw that fight.
No,
again, what's his name?
Who had a turbo performance? Did you say Rigondeaux had a turbo? Or Inoue?
Inoue.
No, Rigondeaux had the terrible fight.
Like I said, he's making excuses. Like I said, he's
Inoue almost got smoked out by old Nonito. They should have stopped the fight in that round. Nonito almost put him out.
You telling me this man didn't fight Rigondeaux because Rigondeaux had a grease in his eye? He didn't fight. He didn't go fight Rigondeaux because Rigondeaux had a bad performance. Not because he had a bad performance, but because Rigondeaux had a bad performance. You know what?
First off, Rigondeaux lost that fight that he had a terrible performance.
No, it does not matter. Rigondeaux was there. He couldn't
he
didn't fight him.
Ain't nobody wanted to see that goddamn fight.
You didn't want to see it. Everybody
you didn't want to see it. Say that you didn't want to see it.
You didn't want to see it. People didn't want to see it. You just. I know you glazed for Monster in the way. I understand.
Yeah, the same way you glazed for Earl Spence.
I don't glaze for Earl Spence. I don't.
Okay.
I gave you the real. You won't give the real on Monster in the way.
I gave you the real.
No, you didn't.
Salute the joy. Salute the joy. Salute the joy. On that note, man, shout out to my man TD Sports Talk. You know, he doing some things. I think they deported him back to Puerto Rico, so he'll be back real soon.
And we end out on racism.
It's your boy BVO. It's your boy D Free. Sergeant at Arms will be back tomorrow. And think about this. The Sergeant at Arms is talking about the difference between being told to do and the difference of being asked to do something. He's going to be talking about the great Richard Williams. I appreciate my man Crush Dawn. He's going to be talking about Richard Williams. He's going to be talking about Tiger Woods' dad as well. He's going to be talking about some of the great family people that help their kids get to the next level. So shout out to Crush on that. Big show tomorrow. Definitely check out the Just Ask Juan segment on BBO Boxing. The Puerto Ricans working real hard. And definitely check out my man tomorrow on the NFL show. You're going to have some good fun with my man D Free. On that note, we going, y'all. Peace.
And
Go ahead.
we doing sugar cane hands off too.
Yo, racist.
That's crazy. That was crazy.
Hey, bring your machete, boy. It's time to hit the fields.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And we go,
that
y'all.
is crazy.
Peace.
But I'm y'all brother.
On behalf
Okay.
of BVO Boxing TV, we would like to thank our sponsor, Raycon. Don't forget to grab your Raycon Everyday Earbuds, the perfect bass model for premium sound, with active noise cancellation to block out distractions and transparency mode to keep you aware of your surroundings. They're ideal for your everyday needs. Just visit rayconglobal.com. That's rayconglobal.com and elevate your listening experience.